Oh my god, bro. The most dangerous inmate in the world. We already know about this nigga. This freak ass show, bro. The one that cut himself. The one that cut his face to make sure he's a demon. Nikko Jenkins. Am I saying that right? Nikko Jenkins? Okay. But what's good with CSG? How y'all doing today? So we here with the little interesting video. Look at this nigga, bro. Alright. We finna click on this shit, bro. This nigga, I don't know what type of timing he was on, but like, hell nah, boy. Just a waste of oxygen. Okay.
Imagine a man so dangerous that he's sentenced to 450 years in prison. A very manipulative and sinister individual who's a huge threat to the outside world and even a menace behind bars. This is the story of Nikko Jenkins. YouTube. By the way, this is educational purposes, alright? There's no killing, there's no stabbing, there's no blood, there's no gore, there's no nothing. This is all in GTA 2. I'm playing a video game, by the way. You know, it's various inmates to have ever lived. Years ago, Nikko went viral all over the internet for his intimidating look and gained an online reputation of killing whoever looks at him. But how much of that is actually true, and what crazy thing has he done to be locked away for 450 years? Nikko's always had a troubled life. From a young age, he was a witness and victim of many traumatic experiences. I mean, just take a look at this guy's lineage. His family has wreaked havoc in Omaha for generations. Anyways, needless to say, 7 of his close family members, like his mother, father, 3 sisters, uncle, and I ain't gonna lie, just let me take my, hold on, let me get the fuck out of here. Just get the fuck out of here. Whose mans is this? Boy's nostrils is just crazy. Them bitches is man spreading at this point. What the Yo, nigga look like the creator of Kirby, bro. Father, 3 sisters, uncle, and cousin are all felons. We'll get to— Oh my god. How your whole family end up in the hole, bro? How is that even possible? Like, I ain't gonna lie, your bloodline's over. Your bloodline's over at this point, bro. Unless you what role all of them played in this soon, but just know that the worst of them all is Nikko. Constantly revisiting juvie and mental facilities, he was never able to control himself. At the age of 7, he brought a loaded 25 calories. He was never able to control himself. At the light skin activity, bro. Look at this shit, bro. The fuck doing that? Age of 7, he brought a loaded 25 caliber handgun. Never able to control himself. At the age of 7, he brought a loaded 25 caliber handgun. 7 years old! 7 years old! How? How is that even possible? I mean, it is the 80s. I mean, I'm guessing that nigga was born up in the 80s because nigga's old as shit, probably. But how? A 7 years old, you bring a gun to elementary, bro. You're a certified Hall of Famer, bro. Like, there should be, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If you do that, I'm becoming friends with you. I'm here to become friends with you. I'm not. I ain't trying to be one of your hit list, your names, bro. Come on, bro. To his elementary school. And when he turned 11, he stopped regularly attending classes and was kicked out of group homes for getting into fights with everyone. Oh, and by the time he was 13, he pretty much got a taste of what it was like to stab someone. 13.
When I was 13, I didn't even know how to cut an apple. Anyways, Nikko got involved with gangs very early on, and in 2003, at the young age of 15, he was sent to prison for 2 armed carjackings. During his time behind bars, he continued causing problems, and the court slapped on 2 extra charges.
I ain't gonna lie at this point, bro. He lives at jail, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was his purpose. That was literally his purpose, to go to jail. That's lit, bro. See, don't end up like this nigga, bro. Don't end up like this nigga, bro.
One for attacking a guard and the other for inciting a prison riot. But the next decision the judge made changed the course of many people's lives for the worst. Because instead of those additional sentences running consecutively, the courts ordered them to run concurrently, which meant he received no in consecutive.
You over here doing all this commentary, bro. You, sir, you are committing a crime, I was gonna say a misdemeanor, but you are committing a crime, a serious crime, bro, with cutting your mustache off and your beard and leaving this shit off, bro. What the? You literally got pubic hair under your bottom lip, bro. What?
Consecutively, the courts ordered them to run concurrently, which meant he received no additional time and only served his 10.5 years in prison. Fast forward to 2013, he was finally released, and instead of learning his lesson and reforming, he went on an absolute killing spree. I mean, seriously, this guy just doesn't stop, and a lot of this could have been avoided if the judge didn't implement the sentences like that. 11 days after becoming a free man, Nikko shot and killed 2 random people, Juan Peña and Jorge Ruiz. But the real kicker here is that he did it with the help of his cousin and sister, using his family in order to lure the 2 men to the location. Both individuals were shot in the head and their wallets were stolen. Now, it doesn't stop there, cause 8 days later, he shot and murdered one of his old prison buddies, Curtis Bradford. What's weird is that a day prior to the incident, these 2 took a picture together. It's like, you can't even trust your own friends anymore. Anyways.
First of all, that's not even your friend, bro. Second of all, you met that nigga in jail or in prison. The fuck? Why would you become, I mean, unless these niggas are like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like Barry, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but that nigga murdered him, bro. Right after he took a picture. That's actually crazy, man. That's actually crazy, man. Trust no one, bro. Trust no one. They talking about, okay.
The motive was simple. Nikko's sister believed Curtis's friends were responsible for shooting up their house 6 months prior. So the siblings set up a trap for Curtis and lured him under the impression that they were gonna rob someone else. But instead, it turned out to be a hit on him. A couple of days go by and Nikko's back at it again. This time pulling over a random SUV and shooting a woman 4 times. The victim was a mother of 3 by the name of Andrea Kruger. And once again, a member of his family was involved. This time it was his uncle Warren Levering. So we have his sister.
They got the whole fucking family locked up, bro. Like, it's the mom next. It's the aunt. It's the ma dupes. Hello.
Sister's cousin and now uncle who assisted him with the murder. But there was actually one more person. His mother, Lori Jenkins.
My God, bro. Come on, bro.
Jenkins. She was the one who.
What the? Hey, what's wrong with this shit, bro? Like, hey, yo. Okay, bro. We good, bro. What the fuck? What did I say right there? Five people raised by animals. Oh, that's some Tarzan shit, bro.
Bought him the ammo in the first place and knew about everything that happened. Not too long after, Nikko was finally arrested due to an unrelated threats charge. And as investigators put 2 and 2 together, they realized that the murders were all linked to him.
I got you.
What do you mean you got me?
I got your DNA at the murder scene. I got your DNA in the car.
Sir.
I got the weapon.
It's fucking
I got Nikko Jenkins.
Now, just because he was taken off the streets doesn't mean it was over, because he quickly began his tirades behind bars. In an 8-hour interrogation, Nikko confessed to all 4 of the murders, claiming it was just a sacrifice for the Egyptian serpent god Apophis. Apparently the serpent spoke to him and told him to do all of that. The courts were trying to pass a death sentence onto Nikko.
Nigga, you are insane. You are insane. You need help, my nigga.
But while in prison, he got his hands on a razor and carved Satan into his forehead, then split his tongue in half to resemble a snake. And the most insane thing he did was use a guard's badge to destroy his... Yeah, he was trying to make his... thing he did was use a guard's badge to destroy his...
What did I just hear?
Yeah, he was trying to make his d look like a serpent. Anyways,
don't even tell me. Alright, bro. I think I don't know. I might be done with this video. I ain't gonna lie. But what if you just get like 2 fish hooks, right? And then you get one in, and then the other end, and you just spread. Alright.
All of his actions raised eyebrows as it made him seem insane, cause no one in the right mind would do something like that. The judge questioned the warden at the prison about how Jenkins...
his life is over at this point. Like, what else can you do? Slit your wrist?
even got the razor in the first place. The warden stated that he didn't know how he got them and said he couldn't guarantee it would happen again. It's a known fact that inmates always smuggle things into prison and have access to a lot of stuff they shouldn't. But you're telling me that they couldn't even stop a man that was in solitary confinement for 23 hours of the day while he was being checked up on every 15 minutes by a guard and had a camera placed in his cell? Not to mention he wasn't allowed to interact with other prisoners. On one other occasion, he even managed to grab a set of 7 handcuff keys and swallow them. Just taking one look at this guy and hearing about the stuff he did while knowing about his family and past, it's easy to
man's got mad throat.
Assume that the justice and health system failed him. But we're gonna pull a reverse Uno card here. Cause you see, after being evaluated by multiple state psychiatrists, they all came to a conclusion that Nikko was just faking his mental problems. Despite his barbaric behavior, they believed that he was extremely cunning and knew very well that if he was deemed insane or incompetent, then he could get away from his death penalty and be placed in a psych ward instead. The man was essentially fighting for his life at that point. And
bro, it's all about, bro. See, they don't want to treat other people of color. I see it as that, bro. Cause like, you know, when a Caucasian dude like shoots up a school, bam, automatically pull the fucking mental card, bro. And then what if the racist was like, you know, flipped? Bro, I don't want to get into that shit, bro.
Due to these circumstances, the court cases were delayed and there was a brief period of time where it looked like Nikko was about to escape from his ultimate punishment.
Not fit to face the death penalty. A ruling today changes the next step in the case of convicted killer Nikko Jenkins. The death penalty is not a sentencing option tonight for the man convicted of killing 4 people in Omaha.
However, in May of 2017, a panel of 3 judges had to make the final decision. The only way this death penalty could be implemented was if all 3 judges agreed unanimously to the death sentence.
Therefore, this panel finds that the death penalty is appropriate.
Left ear's getting messed up, bro.
And is hereby given.
I'm sorry, y'all, bro. But I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's not me. It's them, bro.
By the defendant.
Oh my
God. It was
God.
finally official. After many years of terror, one of the most cold-blooded criminals was finally getting what he deserved. Now, even if he didn't get the death penalty, he would still have to serve 450 years in prison. And with that being said, I know this video was a heavy one, so what are your thoughts on Nikko Jenkins as a whole and his entire story?
He's a bitch. He's a hoe ass bitch, bro. He's a bitch, bro. He's a bitch made, bro.